Your retirement is based on three things: your pension, Social Security, and your TSP. But if you're going to retire before you're 62, how do you make sure you get that special retirement supplement? If you ever wondered something like that, then stay tuned for this FERS Federal Fact Check. Hi, I'm Micah Shilanski with Plan Your Federal Retirement, and welcome to this FERS Federal Fact Check. We have a question today that came in from Marty about something I enjoy talking about. Yeah, not just taxes. I know I do enjoy that one as well, but your special retirement supplement and making sure we understand these eligibility rules to make sure you get it. Marty writes in and says they had a question. They can retire in October with 30 years under FERS. They'll be 56 and about 10 months old, and they didn't think they'd be eligible for the special retirement until the 27th, which is when they were born. They filed for the retirement, and his counselor says that they were going to be eligible for the special retirement supplement due in October because they have 30 years of service, but he doesn't think so because he thought he had to wait until he's 57. Have you come across this issue with your clients in the past? Marty, thank you so much for that question. So let's talk about the rules, right? Because that's really the important part about this. How do these FERS rules come together? Well, number one is in order to retire with the special retirement supplement, the FERS supplement, you got to meet one of two things. You got to be your MRA, minimum retirement age, and 30 years of federal service, or age 60 with at least 20 years of federal service. You got to meet one of those two criteria. Now, if you're special provisions, I do understand there's separate criteria for you guys. It's a little different, but I'm just talking about for the normal FERS retirees for right now. So, Marty, the answer to your question is it depends. What's your MRA? What is your minimum retirement age? If your minimum retirement age is 56 and a half, and you're retiring at 56 and 10 months, then you are good to go. You can absolutely retire because you got your 30 years of credible service retirement, and you're going to get your pension and your supplement right away. We love it. But if your MRA is not, if your MRA is 57, then I would caution you not to retire until you're 57 years young, because if you retire early before your MRA, it's actually a deferred retirement. You don't get your health benefits. You don't get your supplement. You don't get a lot of things. So you're going to be really careful on this one. It sounds like, if I'm reading into the question here a bit, Marty, that your MRA is probably 56 and 10 months. So you could separate at 56 and 10 months, assuming that's your MRA with 30 years of service. Absolutely, you're eligible for your pension to start right away, and you're eligible for that supplement to start right away up until you're 62 years young. And at 62, it's going to turn into a pumpkin because you're then eligible for your Social Security. Good note that, remember, the special retirement supplement, that FERS supplement, does have an earnings limitation. For every $2 you make above the special retirement supplement earnings limitation, they're going to take $1 of that supplement away. So it changes every single year, so you have to look that up and make sure it's the same as the Social Security earnings reduction. Now, great news with that. That's not your retirement earnings. That's only earned income. So if you go get a second job, always something I like my clients to be thinking about, because we don't care about the gross. We care about the net, what shows up in your bank account. And if OPM comes back later and pulls that money back, well, then that didn't show up in your bank account for very long. So I hope this answers your questions. If you have questions like this, give us a call. We have a recording line now, so you can call in with your questions. We would love to hear from you. We're already starting to get those, and I just love it. And until next time, happy planning.